Hello, good morning, world. How is everyone doing? We are lucky to have a sunny Monday for this exciting week here in London. I am a bit late with this recording. We have 4 days to go to the full moon. I like to record and post those videos at least a week before, so you guys have time to catch up and have a listen to it. But it's been a super busy weekend. I was at the Brooklyn Market this weekend. It was absolutely beautiful to work there. I had some very interesting and powerful conversations. I'll probably talk a little bit more about those updates a little bit later on what's happening when it comes to my events. So what we have on the table is pretty excited. There is quite a lot of big arcana here, big energies, major arcana. The main astrological event for this week is obviously the full moon. We have been happening in the sign of Aries. This is on the 29th of September. Today is the 25th, right? So yeah, we do have 4 days to go. And it feels like the beginning and almost like the start of tuning in into the energies that we will be having with the eclipse season starting from October. Let's start with the cards, and along the way I'll be explaining the energies of this full moon as well. So we have the sun in Libra currently. Libra is all about the balance, the moderation. We have the card of balance and moderation here on the table. We have the temperance. Maybe I should really start with this card as well. Even though the temperance is representing the sign of Sagittarius, I find and I feel quite a lot of Libra energy here as well. This is the balance and the way of connecting your higher self and your sort of physical self, your inspirations, your guides, your 5D and your 3D reality in a way as well, your emotions and your earthly experiences as well, and how you show up to this physical world. The reason why I'm showing this part of the image, notice how the 1 foot of the angel is deep in the water. This is representing being in touch with your feelings and emotions. And the other foot is grounded on the earth, so this is that symbolism of being in balance and knowing how to balance those energies and making your little alchemy here. This is the vibe of the magician in a way as well. I love this card. It's a beautiful illustration as well. I have my moon in Sagittarius. I love the temperance in general and how we deal with things. Whenever we deal from the place of balance, these actions have more meaning and come from the better place, I would say. The next card is another fiery energy, and there is actually quite a lot of fire on the table at the moment. Aries is the first fire sign we have in the zodiac. Probably the most determined one and the most immature one. So it's that feeling of being inspired to do things and go for your goals and action, which is amazing. But there is that element as well of maybe burning out or not looking at all the obstacles and analyzing the situation and finding that place of balance, right? The reason why I'm saying we have quite a lot of fire, this time I pulled one of the cards from my Goddesses deck, the card that came out with Divine Passion. We'll be talking about it. We have the Ace of Wands from Maryland deck. We have the Queen of Clubs here, the Queen of Fire, 3 of Wands, another fiery energy, opening horizons, waiting for your ships to come in, understanding how far you came, which with that Aries energy can be quite challenging, and it might take a little bit of more strength, going back to the strength card. This is the card that talks about how you use your power, how you tame your wild side. We all have that one inside, and how we find that balance. This illustration is a little bit different than in traditional tarot deck. Usually you have the infinity symbol above the lion's head or above the head of the figure, which talks about the infinite connection of the past lives, present, and the future, and we are all one, and it's all connected, and how aware are we, and how strong are we, how awakened we are to understand that there is a bigger picture, wider picture, without focusing on the single details. With this full moon, I do have a feeling that this will be somehow the topic as well. We'll be releasing everything that is not working, everything that feels disbalanced, toxic, draining, all that stuff. Beautiful Two of Cups card from my French deck, or Swiss deck. This deck is quite interesting. I hardly use it, but whenever I pull the card, I get fascinated over and over again with illustration. It's probably because I don't like much the background, but the images are beautiful. And Two of Cups talks about unity, healthy exchange, balance. It could be romantic love coming in or strengthening the existing connection. It is all about those healthy connections, healthy exchanges, equal give and take, two opposites making the unity, and so on and so on. Another major arcana card, the Hierophant, again talking about structure, about educational side of things, about learnings, teachings, learning from the past, taking the best from the past from a traditional point of views, but also being open to doing a new ways. I love seeing that baby sheep in his, even though his face is not very welcoming, in his lap. It's a symbol of purity, of honesty, of vulnerable side of our psyche as well, I guess. I'm going to leave the Hierophant here. This is more of that grounding energy. There is quite a lot of that divide, like, how would I say, two sides of this image as well. So you have like those keys that are sort of in balance. You have two Pope figures that are sort of in balance here as well. I find quite a lot of strength in this card. Very much talking about the strength card in general. Queen of Clubs or Wands, Queen of Action, the Queen of Fire. This goes very much with the themes that we are covering now and the energies that we are dealing with that Aries Full Moon that is happening. She's very much connected to her heart. She's focusing on her craft. She knows where she's good at, and she's sharing her gifts beautifully. I love the Queen energy. I mean, all four queens in general, but I think in some way maybe I do connect to this one quite a lot, especially when it comes to my outings and my readings and my connection to people in this way through this tool. This is what gives us the drive. This is what gives us the passion to move on. This is what gives us inspiration to show up to the world, be authentic, be true to ourselves, and share the light in the most positive way. And being of service in a way as well. I did speak about the Three of Wands. This is the card that talks about taking the moment to understand how far you came, which with Aries energy can be a bit challenging. Allow universe to deliver as well. You know, if you're constantly showing up, it can feel like a burnout. I experienced that myself quite a lot. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. This is the beautiful card of manifestation. This usually Pentacles are seen as the good omen when it comes to the career and work or schooling, studying, depending where you are. planting the seeds, starting fresh and new. I am doing my astrology course. It's an astrology workshop on the 6th and the 7th and the 8th of October, and I'm super excited about it, especially that I will be meeting Steve Judd, one of the most amazing astrologers that I heard of and listened to. And I'm looking forward to purchase 2 of his books. So what I'm trying to say, talking about the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant having together in a thread, the knowledge, the wisdom, the learning is what gives food to our soul in a way, and opens our wisdom and our mind and understanding. And if we stay like boxed in the same place for a long time, this is where the energies are very stagnant. And even though we are dealing with the full moon energies, which is all about closure in the cycles, somehow this full moon has that feeling of starting fresh and new. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that Aries zodiac sign is the first one in astrological wheel, is the first fire zodiac sign as well. And it has that feeling of the beginning and the start. So it would be good to take the most of that energy. So what the Pale Goddess talks about, it really goes beautifully with that Ace of Wands from Marvelon Tarot deck. Look at the colors. You have that red and orange and yellow spreading out, colors of passion. Solar chakra. The divine passion is, so Pele is saying, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Especially for those people that are quite empathic and pick up a lot on other people's energy and do work of service. I think this is a good time to focus on you, to focus on your needs, to focus on how to nurture yourself, as again, the saying of the Aries is, I am. And when we focus on that, it's sort of, we are even better to be out there for others, because there is always that sort of disbalance, finding that balance between ego and the soul, if you know what I mean. So Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles together, even those 2 cards have quite a lot in common. If you think about it as an idea coming in and then the action being taken, and then you can see your idea showing up in your reality. This is what the manifestation is all about. And we have those very, very potent cards here on the table. I feel like this is like really beautiful reading. Like the last one we had was quite intense. This one feels more balanced. It feels like a big chapter. It does feel like switching from like that first half of the year into the second half of the year. We have like 4 months or less than 4 months until the end of 2023, which, just saying that sounds like crazy in a way. But yeah, the time flies, and we are heading towards that new calendar year as well. I've been listening quite a lot about, not predictions, but astrological analysis about 2024 and what this year is bringing to us. So I guess the work we do now for ourselves, for our community, for our closest families and friends, and being fair and being right and being open to finding the balance, finding the healthy place, doing what is serving not only ourselves but our community as well. It's really going to be rewarded in a way. So I'm wishing you happy full moon. I'm wishing happy birthday to all the Libras. We need your energy these days, these times. We need that balance and moderation and finding that place of peace in a way as well, and acting from there. My next event will be in the Electrolytes in Angels, 1st of October, Satanic Flea Market. I'm looking forward to be back there. They have a lot of interesting stuff happening. If you're based in London, please do come and visit and come and say hello. I'll be again selling amazing prints based on the major arcana of Marilyn deck, and I will be selling Marilyn deck cards as well. So yeah, I hope to see some of you there. Please do make comments, share, likes, whatever you can do to support this channel. I mean, I love doing this, but I guess it would be nice to help others who are interested in similar work find this channel and maybe at least support it in that way of building up the community, because I think we do need more and more this way of connection. Sending a love to all. Have a great week. Happy full moon, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now.